Hello and welcome back to Under the Knife 2. Well, the story is picking up at a pretty rapid pace here, so you know what to do. Strap on those seatbelts. Or buckle up, I guess, whichever you prefer. Episode 2, Tainted Medicine. Don't worry, I've got my research department on it. They'll be able to confirm it soon. No, I have no intention of backpedaling. We'll find a way to treat it, eventually. I expected there would be side effects. I know this is difficult, but this research is worth it. Yes, I'll talk to you soon. Sir, your car is ready. Alright, I'll be right there. The driver wants to know if it's the usual place, sir. Yes, contact me if anything happens while I'm gone. Don't even think about hesitating. We have some issues that need to be resolved. Understood, sir.
Alright, everyone.
This medicine significantly enhances bodily functions. We aren't talking about just motor skills either. It also has regenerative properties. Its main consumer base has been wealthy individuals, the majority of them athletes. Needless to say, the profit margins for Metropolis have been extremely high. That's some crazy stuff. No wonder people are shelling out some major cash for it. Victor, I'd like your opinion on the matter.
Damn it.
Do I even need to explain all the things wrong with this medication? The worst part is that it's probably a derivative of guilt. I'd be willing to bet that they're performing all kinds of illegal research over there. That's a serious crime. Guilt research is outlawed under international law. And athletes could be just the beginning. They could tap into even larger markets with this. Yeah, putting aside their complete lack of morals, the technology itself is incredible. I'm sure they created that guilt necrosis serum from the same research. Artificially structured amino acids, the embedding of genetic factors. The technology they possess is extremely effective in creating new guilt. Amino acids? Dr. Stiles, that experiment they had you do. They even used that for guilt research? This is outrageous! Speaking of enhancements, do you think this is how the HOA doctors acquired the healing touch? It would be a logical assumption that they were given the same medicine. Then they're all prone to attacks by this new guilt. Yes, we must hurry and come up with a treatment plan. Derek, I want you and the team to create a step-by-step procedure based on Miss Fisher's operation.
Yes.
I'll do what I can to help, Chief. I'm also going to contact the other branches of Caduceus to request reports of similar cases. Once we have enough evidence, we'll be able to mount a case against Acropolis and the HOA. Things would have gone much worse if not for the inside information we received. Inside information, huh? You mean we have a spy?
Okay.
We asked a certain individual to infiltrate the hands of Asclepius. That individual's report is what led us to Miss Fisher. Can you tell us who this person is? Director. It should be fine as long as it stays in this room. Angie, it was your father who volunteered to do this. Even if it meant that it would hurt your feelings by keeping it a secret from you.
Father.
My father? So that's why.
I'm terribly sorry about the circumstances, but as you can see, it was necessary. I hope you understand.
Mom, it's been a while since I came to see you. I'm sorry. I've been busy lately. There's this disease out there called guilt that's caused a lot of pain. Remember? We talked about how scary it was when you were still well. I wish we could talk like that again.
Heather.
Ah, you're here.
Father.
It's been a while, Father. I heard you come to see Mom pretty often.
This is the only place where I can find peace in my life. Tracy, we're both here today. Hard to believe it's been 3 years since your accident.
Tracy.
But your gentle expression never fades. Tracy, if I could, I would wake you up right now. Nothing ever goes like I plan it. Your accident, and our daughter, who won't even listen to me now.
Please, don't start this in front of Mom.
Where else, Heather? The only place I have the chance to speak to you is at her side. Are you still clinging to the mistake you've made in choosing your career? If you stay in the medical field, you'll be spending the rest of your life serving people. Don't you think your mother wants what's best for you? All I ask is that you listen to my advice.
If I do that, the next you'll be choosing who I marry, where I live, and how many kids I'll have. That's not how I want to live my life.
Would you say that to me if I was your real father? It's never too late. You can always start your life over.
I'm currently working as a surgical assistant at Caduceus. I've heard a lot about you lately, and your hands of Asclepius. You've created an impressive medical group, and in such a short amount of time. But No matter how many great doctors you employ, you can't wake up Mom. At least I've come to terms with that. You should too. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm gonna go home for today. I'll come back soon.
No.
You are mistaken, Heather. Nose, Bythos, Siege, and Alethelia. The Neo-Guilt. If only I could say more.
It's a rather unexpected turn of events, but we'll be conducting an investigation on the HOA. They're being charged with violation of pharmaceutical regulations, but in actuality, there is a suspicion that they have been illegally researching guilt. You mean they were involved with the guilt terrorism? They were our ally against Delphi. Nothing is certain yet, but it's a possibility that they have guilt in their possession. And just so you know, this inquiry also names Acropolis Pharmaceutical as a participant. We'll be contacting Caduceus to provide medical backup for the mission. Tomorrow is the day. Make sure your men are fully prepared. Well, it seems the time has come to strike again. So, let's. Episode 3, Truth Unveiled. Greg, look. The investigation is on TV. So, it's finally begun. I'm Will Anderson, reporting live from the hands of Asclepius headquarters. Police will be arriving soon to conduct an investigation of the charges filed against the HOA. Both the HOA and Acropolis Pharmaceutical are being indicted for violating international law. This news has shocked many, as they played a major role in averting medical terrorism. Yeah, I'm sure no one anticipated this. The police have just stepped inside the building. Yes, it appears the investigation is underway. The officials don't appear to be encountering any resistance, so things should continue smoothly. But behind the agents, we do have what appears to be an entire staff of medical advisors. This is likely a safety measure being taken into caution against any potential guilt threats. It's Derek and the others. They're putting themselves in danger again. I just hope everybody stays safe.
Excuse me.
I heard what you've been going through, Professor. It must have been very hard on you.
Yes, but I'm glad that this day has finally come. Angie, I'm sorry. I've been deceiving you all along.
Your actions were very brave, Father. I'm not bitter in the slightest. But, Professor, what convinced you to take on a task like this?
I knew from the start that it would be a dangerous gamble, but I also knew that this was the only way to solve the mystery of the guilty side of Emilio Juarez.
You've had your doubts since way back then?
Indeed.
Yes, Victor and I were researching it all from possible angles. And when we arrived at a conclusion, we could not dismiss.
The key was Emilio's new liver. It was most likely the source of the new guilt. We figured it had been tampered with, as well as the test results.
The organ was supplied by Acropolis, to whom Elysium had outsourced the testing. So in order to get closer to them,
I accepted the offer made by the hands of Asclepius. I see.
I had believed that I would find a Delphi agent among them, but it ended up being Acropolis that was responsible for all of the illegal activity. Who would have thought that guilt was the driving force behind the HOA Ability Enhancement Program?
Hey.
When did you realize that, Father?
I caught on when cases of the new guilt started being reported to the hands of Asclepius. The information came directly to us through Acropolis' marketing network. None of the reports specified that those cases were guilt-related, but it was clear to our eyes. It was a horrifying realization.
We're working on a countermeasure for the new guilt back to Caduceus.
I'm glad to hear that. It's the HOA doctors who are in the most danger. The new guilt controls the nervous system and denatures the brain. Its effects could be perceived as beneficial, but if it were to become malignant...
Doctor, we have a problem.
What?
What's wrong? We found a potential guilt victim.
Understood.
We'll be right there. I knew this wasn't going to go so smoothly. Let's hurry, Dr. Stiles.
Don't come near me! Don't touch me! My head!
Stop struggling, sir. You have to calm down. These men were struck by a sudden onset of pain.
What the?
Dr. Stiles, those men on the floor, they're HOA doctors.
My head! My head!
This must be what Professor Blackwell was talking about.
It hurts.
Doctor, what are your orders?
All right.
We need to treat them immediately. Anyone without protective gear has to stand back. My head. There doesn't appear to be any external damage to his head. His breathing and heartbeat aren't impaired. Could it be his brain? We need a CT scan of his head. He also needs a sedative as soon as possible. There's a high probability he's suffering guilt-induced brain trauma. Professor, Angie, let's get to the facility examination rooms.
Understood.
Yes, Dr. Stiles. The CT scan images are here. The shadows on his brain indicate aneurysms. They must be causing the pain. This will be an open skull surgery. Let's be careful. We don't know how the gel is affecting his system. We have to hurry, Doctor. Cerebral hemorrhages have been detected. The patient may suffer any number of irreversible side effects if we don't treat him quickly. There are two objectives for this operation. Stop the brain's hemorrhaging and excise the aneurysms and suture the blood vessels. We'll be operating on 3 patients in a row.
There's no time. Let's begin.
Well, I never said it'd be easy.
Please hurry.
This is brain surgery, so any mistake is critical.
Use the scalpel.
So, you know, no pressure.
Use the forceps. Use the drain.
The refresher on aneurysms is that once you pull out the,
Are ready.
once you pull out that little, the bubble, as I call it,
Doctor, listen. Use the magnification tool.
yeah, you perform anastomosis with the forceps there to reconnect the blood vessels, after you inject the sedative, of course, to make it possible to even remove them. Then you suture them together. There will be more of them popping up as we go, so stay on your toes, be vigilant. Gonna check all corners here. We seem to be okay.
Well, that's done. Doctor,
Okay, there's one. There we go. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, watch the, oh, that one just burst. That's bad. I was gonna say, yeah, watch where you point, watch where you scalpel, cause you might accidentally, leave a cut.
well, that's done. On to the next patient.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Let's begin the operation. Use the forceps.
Alright, the large ones require the, synthetic blood vessel, which we... Oops.
Please be careful. Use the forceps.
Oops.
Use the drain. Use the forceps. The sutures are ready.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's done. Use the magnification tool.
Oops. Let's move away from that. Calm this down before it bursts on us. Are there any others there? Nope. Okay, good. There we go.
Doctor,
Moving over to the sutures a little too early. Oh, oh no, these two are right next to each other. That's really awkward. Alright, let's move to this one. Got it. Nope. There I go with the drain again. It's been a while since that happened.
Well, that's done.
Gonna wait a second.
Doctor,
And of course there's more. Take care of that. Yeah. Let's see if I can get the 2 in 1. Eat laser, not good. All right, not quite what I was trying to do, but I'll take it.
well, that's done. On to the next patient.
All right, 5 minutes 32 seconds left, and we have one more patient, so we're doing good. All right, we have tumors on this last patient here, so let's call upon our old friend, Mr. Powell. Oh, that's gonna burst. Balls, balls, balls. No, no. Phew. Okay. This is going to destroy my score, but frankly, I don't really care.
Use the ultrasound.
Yeah, I kind of panicked at one point, but we got through that.
Well, that's done. Use the magnification tool.
Alright, off we go again. Take care of these aneurysms first, then we'll work our way to the tumors. Might as well go ahead and reveal them, though.
Doctor,
Oh, great. This one's a bit of a doozy, I do believe.
please hurry.
Oh, that one just burst. Okay, so must have been one off screen. Yep. Of course, it was in a spot where we couldn't see very well at all. It was way out of our line of focus.
What are you doing, Doctor?
Yeah, that definitely does not go there.
Please be careful.
I'm gonna give it a little boost.
Child.
I still have 3 minutes. We're okay. No, move up, move up, move up. Oops. I tried.
Vitals dropping.
Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Ugh. That was embarrassing. No, I don't need the healing touch right now. In fact, I'm almost done. I thought I hit that, but apparently not. Take care of this first. Yeah.
That was truly amazing.
Well, I guess you could say that. I appreciate you being nice. But if I were to rate my own performance, I think that was pretty bad. So. Yeah, that just happened.
Indeed.
The doctor's predicament here is far worse than I imagined. How foolish. They were trying to hide their symptoms with medicine that hadn't even been finished. They must have known the risk of triggering guilt. All these people just wanted to improve their skills as doctors.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Angie. I'm sure once this is over, they'll be able to get themselves back on track.
Yes, but this won't be the end until we find them.
This won't end until we find the man who led them astray. Patrick Mercer. Yeah, don't you worry about Mercer. He'll be getting his.